Parker, what's the initial name?
Number one.
Yes.
Guys, look down, please. Sorry. Thank you, Rantage. Jason N. 3.
Sean, S-H-O-U-N-K-E.
Okay. Again, if you protest, please do so immediately. Okay, we'll try to resolve it before the question's over, right? I know it's hard to do, but like if I say no and you're pretty sure, then at the very least, if you can say, oh, forget it, at least we stop for a second. Okay, got it? Do you have any parents have any questions? Please have your phones off when we turn my volume off. I would prefer that you not leave, come back and forth during the match. Okay? We do not allow recording here, correct? The reason is they might say that they're taping it, yeah, but there's another room. You know what I mean? So theoretically, if you're evil, you could use stuff back and forth. We don't want that. What? Varsity. Okay, now, do you have any questions? How about you guys? 40. We will keep playing to the end of the packet though. Okay, Michael. Okay. Guys, come in or out? Okay, let's get it set now. Okay, again, you cannot record this. Okay? Yeah.
Are we holding the historical geography exam until after this?
Yeah.
We're
Hi,
live
yes.
streaming. Can you get on?
Yes.
That's for a different.
If we're to go for the historical geography exam, we will be able to take that.
Got that?
Yes.
If you have historical geography that you will be, sorry, my bad. You will be able to do it after this. And answer it. Hey, you can mark the meetings on it, you can have everything. Okay, got it? Are we good? We're not recording this, right? Okay. Are you ready? Oh, you're being funny. I didn't say it. Okay, ready? Number one. The Lords of Trade solved the problem of the dissolution of this government by creating a province containing the Elizabeth Islands, which were once part of Dukes County. Yes. 6. Yes. Okay, that was 6. Number 2. Eric Topp gave the command to fire torpedoes at this ship while commanding U-522, and this ship's namesake purportedly saved Stephen Decatur from a saber blow during the First Barbary War. Woody Guthrie popularized a song about the sinking of this ship. Name 2. Ship off the coast of Iceland, which includes the refrain, "Tell me what were their names." A Clemson-class destroyer and the first U.S. Navy ship to be sunk in the Atlantic during World War II, more than a month before Pearl Harbor. For the points, what is this ship? Time, the USS Reuben James. Number 3. This agreement made possible the Funding Act and the Residence Act. It involved a dinner table bargain in which the issue of assumption was resolved, partly caused by the first report of the public credit. This event followed Pierce Butler's bill to move a temporary capital away from Philadelphia. James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, and Alexander Hamilton agreed to this bargain, in which the governments assumed state debt in exchange for the capital moving to Washington, D.C. For the points, name this deadlock-breaking agreement in the late 18th century. Time, the Compromise of 1790. Yep. Number 4. This location was called the Hayden Post on the Little Piney. It was constructed to protect the Powder River country, as well as immigrants on the Bozeman Trail. This outpost was constructed by Henry Carrington near a site. Yeah. Say it again.
Fort Laramie.
Nick 2 was constructed by Henry Carrington near a site in which American soldiers used lever-action rifles to stop an attack in the wagon box fight. Nearly 100 soldiers died in a Fetterman fight at this location, which bears the first and last name of a Civil War general. For the points, name this abandoned fort in northeastern Wyoming. Time, Fort Kearney, Phil Kearney. Number 5. In 1961, this duo created an influential exhibit for IBM called Mathematica, a world of numbers and beyond. This duo, whose best known work grew from their development of a leg split for World War II soldiers, earned the most influential designer of the 20th century award in 1985 from the Industrial Designer Society of America. A married duo who created mid-century design furniture and were especially known for their chairs. For the points, who were this man and woman? Time if you work in an office room with the Eames chairs. E-A-M-E-S. Number 6. This county was the origin of the discovery tree, which proved the existence of giant sequoia trees to the outside world. This county experienced a mining boom after its namesake form of gold telluride was discovered in the Stanislaus mine. That discovery in this county led to the growth of Angels Camp as a mining hub and inspired a story about an animal named Daniel Webster, a creation of Mark Twain. Located, Say again? Can you spell that, please?
Like C-A-L-V-A-R-S.
No, that too. Located in the western, British Mark Twain, located in the western edge of the Sierra Nevadas, and known for its celebrated jumping frog. For the point, what is this California county? Yes?
Calaveras.
Yeah, that's right.
Rob.
Great, Calaveras. Sorry, parents, in case you're wondering, I can't allow a whole consonant off like that. Okay, sorry about that. Number 7. One scholar, known primarily by this name, his middle name, co-directed a project entitled Criminal Justice in Cleveland with Felix Frankfurter. A politician with his first name was the leader of the stalwart Republican faction during Reconstruction. A comedian with his first name, 5. Number 8. This show included a recurring episode featuring Malcolm Muggeridge, which was called How Does One Find Faith? Warren Steinbell directed this show, which was rebooted by Herbert Hoover's great-granddaughter Margaret in 2018. 6. Hey, young people, can you guys have a little bit? Just stay in place. Thank you. 6. Okay. Number 9. This person, the first African-American deputy attorney general in California, and the subject of an essay on the prenominal problem, coined a term on racism's effect on women in the speech Jim Crow and Jane Crow. Alongside Ruth Bader Ginsburg, this person is credited as a co-author of the brief that led to the case Reed v. Reed. A co-founder of NOW, or NOW, alongside Betty Friedan, the first African-American woman to be an Episcopal priest. For the points, who was this civil rights advocate? Time, this person's name is Pauline Murray. Question 10, then we'll take a score check. This film was remade in the UK a year after its initial airing with the title Threads. This film ends with a disclaimer that catastrophic events would happen. 6. We'll take a score check now.
Alright, so I have Claudette at -2, Brady at 12, Audrey at 1, Parker at 0, Maximilian at -2, Grant at 0, Jason at 6, Shauna at 3.
Parents, we all agree that we have a different score? Anybody okay? All right, number 11. Canadian politician Stanley Grizzle once worked as one of these people, as recounted in his memoir, My Name's Not George. Larry taught
Orders,
prompt.
railroad orders, Pullman.
6. I just want to make a clarification. Luckily, he said Pullman. If he had kept going, I mean, said something wrong, we would have had to nag him, but, okay. Got it. It's a little dangerous. Okay, number 12. This labor advisor for JFK, who taught 2 years longer than was allowed by Harvard Law School retirement policy, was given a permanent faculty position at Boston University in 1984. This person served as the head of Common Cause from 1980 to 1992, previously serving as Solicitor General from 1961 to 1965. Elliot Richardson appointed this person to a certain post, but he was replaced in that role by Leon Jaworski after this person pursued, 5. Number 13. This person's privateering career received a boost when they married Catherine Proctor, and as captain of the Little John, this person lost an arm in a battle off Cuba. This person commanded a 3-ship expedition with fellow captains Bartholomew Gosnold and John Ratcliffe. This person's relief expeditions helped Jamestown survive. Powhatan refused to kneel to receive a vassal's crown from this man, who was ordered to take that action by James I. The namesake of the university in the Virginia city in which that school is located further points who was distinguished seaman. Yes? Big one? Time Christopher of Newport. Number 14. A man with his surname was promoted after leading the naval capture of Fort Henry. In 1850, another man with his surname threatened Thomas Hart Benton with a pistol. Yeah. What? 6. 15. The 1929 auction of this composer's literature collection set a single-owner sales record which held for more than 50 years. One musical by this composer was an adaptation of an Edna Ferber novel, and the first musical to employ an integrated cast and respectfully portray interracial marriage. This composer was known for Broadway standards, including The Song Is You, This Song Is You, The Song Is You, and Old Man River. The composer of Showboat, for whom the Grateful Dead's Jerry Garcia was named for the point, who was this composer? Yes? No, next one. Your favorite? Drone Kern. Hammerstein wrote the libretto for the children. Okay, number 16. Stanford professor Edward Vegel is credited with creating this concept during his tenure as head of the SMSG. A Tom Lehrer song about this concept said, "It's so simple, so very simple that only a child can do it." This concept, excuse me?
Arithmetic.
Prompt.
Addition.
No. This concept, which often included the teaching of octodecimals, was attacked by Morris Klein in the 1973 book, Why Johnny Can't Add. Designed to teach numerical concepts to American children in the 1960s and 70s, with a point, what is a largely discontinued curriculum? Yep. No, name one. Yep. No, name one. That was 3, right? New math. Parents want to remember that?
I know that's the
You don't want to know. Who was the second? Okay, got it? Number 17. This journalist was sued for defamation by Shirley Sherrod after posting video clips to the website Big Government. That website, which is run by this person, also broke the news of the Anthony Weiner texting scandal. This person, who was a co-founder of the Huffington Post, was followed in his role as executive chairman of the namesake company by Steve Bannon. Yeah. 5. 18. This person claimed a locational context of the commander-in-chief power and an opinion concerning the conflict between the sitting president and steel mill owners. This person wrote the opinion in Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company v. Sawyer, as well as the opinion Next 2. As well as the opinion in a case upholding the internment of Japanese Americans, known as Korematsu. Noted for his textualist and constitutional interpretation after FDR nominated him to succeed Willis and Devonter. 4. At this specific event, Albert Einstein discussed cosmic rays, and a U.S. president gave the first televised presidential speech. Taking inflation into account, this event was the second most expensive of its kind. Its slogan, Dawn of a New Day, was echoed in its theme colors, blue and orange. This event boasted the then tallest escalator, linking two modern structures known as the Trilon and the Perisphere. Held at a park in Queens and closing mere months before the U.S. entered World War II. Yeah. 4. 20, I'll take a score check. With Benjamin Logan and John Montgomery, this person planned to seize the cities of Natchez and New Orleans from Spain until George Washington threatened to deploy an army under Mad Anthony Wayne. Sympathetic French Canadians comprised half of his commander's forces during an Illinois campaign, which included the capture of Kaskaskia and Fort Vincent. Yeah.
Clark.
Prompt?
George Henry Clark. George Rogers.
Ned?
George Rogers Clark.
Yeah, but then I say the words. Did I say it? I didn't say it. Okay. Okay, then 2, and yes, what did we get? That was, it is George Clark, and that would be 5.
What did you say?
Well, I was still trying to slide, actually. 5. Okay, 20? Now that's the score check.
Alright, so we have 1 and 0, 3 and 15, Padre at 13, Parker at 0, Maximilian at -4, Grant at 0, Jason at 13, Shavik at 6.
Agreed, parents, kids? 21. This person argued that the party loving reaps love again, and we must love one another with a pure heart fervently, while also claiming we shall be made a story and a byword through the world. This person who held an office that was also occupied by John Endicott and Henry Payne, worked with William Pynchon in the fur trade, and wrote a, yeah. 5. 22. This speech claimed one revolution was the greatest in the annals of the world, and takes its name from a word from Psalm 118. This speech states, if Charleston Harbor needs improvement, let the commerce of Charleston bear the burden. This speech was delivered at the Athenaeum in Savannah and is frequently used to debunk lost cause claims. Yeah. 5. 23. This person served at Fort Robinson, where they were able to save Jules Sandoz's foot after initially wanting to amputate. Under the direction of George Miller Sternberg, this person confirmed the theory of Carlos Finley, using subjects in Camp Lazer in the Panama Canal Zone. A facility named 5. 24. The Red Shirts orchestrated an event in the city that forced the relocation of John C. Dancy. Governor Daniel Russell failed to maintain an order during a race riot in the city, which was supported by the Secret Nine and destroyed the Daily Record newspaper. That event, 6. 25. This person became the first woman and the first African American to have a statue memorializing their legacy in Washington, D.C. This civil rights leader became known as First Lady. 6. 26. 26. In this presidential election year, Alan Thurman and Benjamin Butler were proposed as anti-monopoly candidates, with Absalom Madden West as a running mate. During this year, one candidate gave the Sherman-esque statement, I will not accept if nominated. Yep.
1968.
Nope. Thing 2. I will not accept if nominated and will not serve if elected. Belda Ann Lockwood was nominated by the Equal Rights Party in this year.
1880.
Next 2. In this year, in which Samuel Burchard's slogan, Rum, Romanism, and Rebellion, heard.
1884.
4. You good? No, it's still 18. 27, you guys. An essay about this group by Michael Mendocino was entitled New Dark Age and originated the anti-Semitic theory of cultural Marxism. While their institution was in exile, 2 members of the school worked at Columbia University and founded the Institute for Social Research in New York. 5. 28. In 1997, this company was the target of Thanksgiving hunger strikes by the group Fuerza Unida, once led by Walter Haas. This company's acquisition of the Great Western Garment Company led to the use of the stonewashing technique. Latvian immigrant Jacob Davis created the idea of using copper rivets to improve a product.
Levi Strauss.
5. Okay. Number 29. This group's 25th anniversary convention featured Prince Ayasato Tokugawa, who was rallying for peace. Presidents of this group included New Mexico Senator Clinton Anderson. Creating the Polio Plus program to immunize children around the world, this organization was founded by Paul Harris and Gustav Lur, named for the fact that it changed its location regularly throughout Chicago. To the point, what is this large service organization symbolized by a deer? Yeah.
Rotary Club.
Yep, 3. 30, and I'll take a score check. 30. The legendary Chiapus died in one of these locations after disobeying his brother's orders, causing Nana Bozo to wonder and grieve. According to the Anishinaabe, these locations were home to the Mishipeshu, or underwater panthers. The shores of one of these locations are the same. 5. No, wait, 6. Okay.
So with 5 questions left, we have Quadrant at 0, Grady at 15, Padraig at 11, Parker at 0, Maximilian at 11, Grant at 5, Jason at 24, Shaunak at 23.
Agreed? Okay. 5 questions left. The arrest of Odessa Bradford in a predominantly black northern neighborhood of this city led to the 1964 Columbia Avenue riot. And the first black mayor of the city, Wilson Good, classified John Africa's organization in the city as a terrorist group. The 1985 Move apartment bombing killed 5. 32. This person was the focus of a 1950 short film written and narrated by Archibald MacLeish and was depicted on a 1948 Saturday Evening Post cover. In that same year, Mademoiselle named this person Young Woman of the Year. This artist's first exhibition, What a Farm Wife Painted, departed from the embroidery she had used prior to the art.
Brian Moses.
5. Correct. Olive Thomas. 33. Olive Thomas starred in a silent film about this subculture, which is written by Francis Marion, and L. Bernard Thompson Pyle wrote a cover illustrating this subculture for the Saturday Evening Post. Actresses such as Louise Brooks and Clara Bow are credited with popularizing the image of this subculture, members of which were known for wearing cloche hats and frequenting speakeasies. Yes. 5. 34. One of this company's namesakes said, "I'd rather lose business in Nebraska than with South Africa." After he opened a branch in Johannesburg, that namesake of this company also wrote a memo on exceptions to the Posse Comitatus Act. This company's earliest products included an audio oscillator, which was sold to Disney to produce the film Temptation. The rules of the garage are associated with this company, which was founded in a Palo Alto garage in 1939. Once led by Carly Fiorina for the points. What is this company?
Hewlett Packard Enterprise.
Yeah. 4. 35, last question. Patrick Carr was among the victims of this event, which led to a trial ending with 2 men having their thumbs branded with the letter M. This event was pursued. 6. Okay, we're going to read the scores out. Please, guys, just for reading it.
All right, so we have Autumn at 0, Grady at 15, Patrick at 6 points, Parker at 6, Maximilian at 11, Grant at 14, Jason at 24, and our winner with 26 points, Shaunak.
Number one.
All right, so, as we said, we'll go down the list again in ascending order. So once again, in first place, Shaunak. In second place with 24 points, Jason. Third place,
I'm sorry, my phone was off, so I don't have it on to film this. I'm sorry. You could have filmed it.
okay.
It's also a live stream.
Yeah. And we can take pictures also after too.
Here's the end, and in third place, Patrick. In fourth place with 15 points, Grady. In fifth place with 14 points, Grant. In sixth place with 11 points, Maximilian. In seventh place with 6 points, Parker. And in eighth place, Auden.
All right, guys, last thing, Padre, Grady, Parker, Hot, you need to get to Arlington 6 right now. You have a test to take, so, okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.